Ladies and gentlemen, for the match report of Barnsley versus Boro, Liverpool versus Manchester United, and Bayern Munich versus SC Freiburg in the German Bundesliga. Please welcome your host of Daz's Football Stand, it's Donald Johnson. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've just fell onto the chair, that's it. Welcome to Daz's Football Stand. And by the way, the guy who announced me managed to get it right this time. Well done, mate. Let's talk Boro first of all. Welcome to the match report. 3 matches were played today. An early one, which was Man United, which I'll mention a bit later on. Bayern's obviously against Freiburg earlier as well. So we're going to talk about Boro today, and I'm going to be doing this with Boro Will, otherwise known as Will from obviously Middlesbrough, where I'm from. So basically, Boro managed to come back from behind twice to get a point. I'd say a well-deserved point, to be honest, away at Barnsley, which isn't an easy place to go.
It was not a deserved point, though. For 1 minute, don't even say that, because I might even go on a rant here, because we had 22 shots, we had 6
21
shots on target. We're going to get 2 goals, right? We get 2 goals. You should at least be converting 3 of them 6 shots on target. And why are we only getting 3 shots, having 6 shots on target from the 22 shots? We spent almost 50 mil on attackers, and we can't even stick more than 2 goals past Barnsley. Can't even defend more than 2 goals at Oakwell. It's not a tough round to go to. We might not have had the best history there, but it's literally, it's frustrating. I thought after this international break we would get behind the lads and we would start performing, but clearly not this time. Last time we came back from international break, we won 3-0. This time we drew 2-2 again against a low team who were going to be down there at the end of the season, maybe mid-table, but they won't be challenging the top 6 or even top 2 like we should be. So we're quite far away where we're meant to be at the moment, and the only way I see us changing is get Gary Monk out. Maybe give him a few more weeks, maybe a month, but if he don't get sorted out by November or late stages of November, he needs to get out, because there's plenty of managers out there I would take on, like Roberto Martinez.
Good luck.
I would even bring back Karanka. I know it's mental, but I would bring back Karanka.
No. Right. The reason I'm going to disagree with you about that is Aitor Karanka doesn't know what he's doing sometimes.
Well, he does, because he got our back 4 set. He was the best ever defensive manager we have seen at Boro. He might not have got us goals, but he grinded out games. We might have not seen it like how he's seen it, how he likes his style of football, but I'm going to be honest with you now.
Right.
I like the style of football. It might have been boring, it might have been slow. He might not have got loads of goals, he might have grinded out quite a few results, even in the Championship. But that's the style of football I like, to be honest, keeping a nice clean sheet every couple of games. He kept clean sheets for 12 games in a row, I think it was. And you're not going to get many more coaches coming to Boro getting that sort of record. And also, he knew what he was doing at the back. He had 1 back 4 for the full season, but back 5 if you're including the keeper. Dimmy who hasn't played a league game for 2 seasons now, kept 12 clean sheets or 11 in a row. Right, we always used to go through a sticky time of year with Aitor Karanka, but that's just Boro, to be honest, isn't it? We always slowed down, but this year we haven't started the best, have we? We're currently in 11th place, and the last time I remember being this bad was when we had Tony Mowbray. Don't want to be too harsh on Gary Monk, but that's the only comparison I'm making with him, because I don't think he's right. He's too inexperienced. He might have did a decent job with Leeds. Did he do a decent job with Swansea? We don't really know, because he wasn't there that long. He only kept them up. But Leeds, right? he did do decent there, but why would you entrust that record? Leeds an unpredictable team. They're doing good now, but is that because they changed the manager, or is that just a coincidence? But Daryl, that's basically it. Sorry about me ranting on your channel, but I'm just frustrated.
Right, look. Can I just ask, right? How can Gary Monk not be experienced when he has managed a Premier League side? That's something I'm peculiar about, right? Because he's managed a Premier League side, right? He joins a Championship side who have just come down from the Premier League, and you're saying that he's not experienced when he's managed them. He's managed to keep Swansea up, that was good. He couldn't take Leeds up, but he got them into the playoff positions. But that's something I wanted to ask you. But I agree. But the problem with bringing Aitor Garanga back is, you saw what we were like in the Premier League with him. He got sacked. He got sacked in the end because we were just playing awful. He was the one who took us. He was the one who pretty much took us down. Steve Agnew took control. Didn't do any much better job. Both of them shouldn't be manager. We should not have them as managers. If I was going to pick one, I would say, well, we can't have Roy Hodgson. I don't want him either. I would say, to be honest, if we were going to get a manager that was English, well, what was it? He'd have to be. But again, in a lot of ours isn't even English managers. I would say, we could maybe get a team, a manager like, I actually can't think.
Right, Daryl, right?
I can't think.
We might not need to bring in a new manager. We might just have to bring in someone to help Gary Monk. Like, I'm sure we did this before. If we can get someone in to help him, even like I talk Crank maybe. I'm not saying so, but if we got Crank in, he could do the defensive tactics, and Gary Monk can do the attacking. I think our attacking spot on at the moment. It's just like today, if we won 2-0, would you have took that? I would have. And at Brentford, we would have won 2-0 if we had Crank there as that defensive man. And Norwich, we would have had the 0-0 probably. Fulham, it would have been 1-0 to us most likely if we had Karanka, because Karanka didn't really let these sloppy goals go in the back of the net. Karanka kept his back four sturdy, like, I don't know why I use that word, but I just did. He kept a strong back four. And with him, I didn't panic about conceding. Even in the Prem, I thought our back four was amazing.
So what about...
We got relegated, but we didn't score enough in the Prem.
What about getting Roberto Di Matteo?
Yeah, didn't he manage Aston Villa and get sacked? But
yeah, but
he's experienced. I think he's won the Champions League, the Premier League.
He's won the Premier League. He's won the Champions League with Chelsea. They beat Bayern Munich. But that was 2012. Now, obviously, he's a bit older. He's never managed a Championship club. He's always managed teams in higher divisions. Yeah, but maybe do need a new manager. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But it's up to what Steve. Really. But it depends. It's up to Steve Gibson on what to do. So
but I just think the amount Steve Gibson's put in this club, and Gary Monk hasn't got the goods out of it yet. He's putting a lot of money in this club in the past 2 seasons. He's put at least, I think he's almost put about 80 million, and that's a lot, to be honest, considering we got relegated, considering we were a relegation side in the Premier League, and there's a lot of money, considering we're in the Championship now as well.
Yeah. Any more things you want to say before we go on to Manchester United?
There is. If these results keep coming through, these two alls, these 1-alls, these 1-0s to the opposition, the fans will won't get behind Monk anymore. They won't get behind the team. Even the best players won't get behind, like Gibson, for example. They won't get behind Monk. It's just like we can't have this happen to the club. They need to look out for us. But will Steve Gibson be looking at it at this point of view, or will he be looking at it?
Doesn't look like I'm going to get on board.
Gary Monk has brought in these players what he's wanted now. If we get a new manager, will that disturb this style of play he's got in? Will this disturb like the formations? Will this disturb individual players who used to play on the Gary Monk, like Roberts? Maybe, I know he's not really first team starter, but he knows Gary Monk. But would he want to stay at the Borough if we got a new manager? We don't know. But if someone did have to help Gary Monk, it would be that team. I don't know his name, but the one you just said,
Di Matteo.
Him to help them till the end of the season, to be honest, not even till January if we brought him in now.
Right. Okay, right, so that's the Borough one. Now it's time for the Red Devils, Manchester United. That's nice. Manchester United were playing in the massive Red Derby today. It was Scousers, as people call them. Liverpool versus United, MUFC, Manchester United. So it was another meeting between Jurgen Klopp and Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho was successful against Liverpool last time he played them, which was actually Chelsea last time he won against them. But yeah, David De Gea has managed 18 clean sheets in the Premier League in 2017, right? Obviously, it was a bit of a bad game, to be honest. It was one of those ones where United were top of the league with this point. It ended 0-0. Another stalemate performance at Liverpool for United. Same as last year, actually. It was a 0-0 draw when these two sides met again. But it was almost a year when it was 0-0. But to be honest, it was a bad performance from Man United. We didn't look like scoring. Obviously, David De Gea played well, to be honest, because he denied all of their shots and stuff. So we kept Liverpool out with David De Gea. He played well. So Jose Mourinho's won one of his 8 matches against Jurgen Klopp. Won 1, drawn 4, lost 3. And let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, Liverpool seriously should have won that game. 19 shots, 5 on target, which isn't good for them either. United only had 6 in total and only 1 on target. So it shows that neither team looked like scoring, to be honest. But yeah, make your point, Will.
De Gea made a great save in that game with his left boot, I think it was Matip who actually had the shot, and he saved it with his left boot. So I'm saying De Gea won Man United the point today, and both managers were disappointed with the team. But I think at the end of the season, both these managers will look back on this game and think, what a point that was. What a point.
It was a good point, to be honest.
Because Liverpool aren't an easy team to beat, neither are Man U. So I think a 0-0 today was a fair result.
I'm going to see if I can get Mark into the party. See what his thoughts are as a Liverpool fan. But yeah,
I've got someone here if you would allow them to talk on your show.
Who did they spotlight?
It's called Chaos Nation. He supports Middlesbrough. Can he just talk a bit about Middlesbrough quickly?
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I'll do it on your channel. Maybe but Man City go back to the top of the league. They are 6 goals in front of Manchester United, 2 points above them now with this draw. Man City won 7-2 against Stoke, thrashing them. I'm going to be honest, United should have lost, but I never thought I'd say this, but United didn't look like scoring, didn't look like winning, but then again neither did Liverpool. So I'm going to class it as one of them possession games. Obviously, De Gea definitely man the match. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch the match. I have Sky Sports, but unfortunately, I couldn't watch it as I was out having dinner with family. In a pub that didn't have TVs. Well, in the pub that didn't have Sky Sports, so I couldn't watch it. But obviously, Will must have watched it because he's just mentioned stuff. 7 corners, and it was quite a feisty game, to be honest. It's always a feisty game. 20 fouls in total. Jose Mourinho obviously is happy. United have done their job. They managed to get the point that we needed, and this is what he says here. I can't see what was. Oh wait, this is what Mourinho says.
I have to go now, so
okay, no problem.
Join me on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll hopefully see you for the next pro game. So
yeah, let me know when you're doing your Let's Talk Boa thing.
Alright, see you later, mate.
Gotcha. See ya. Thank you very much. Yeah. Obviously, he has talked about Manchester United. He hates Man United, to be honest. I'm going to find it. I'll get Mark on the call instead. If I can get in contact. Yes, I can. So Mourinho says a point in this long marathon is okay when you get a point at Anfield, but in the first half we had the ball and were always compact. We had few shots in the second half. Basically he's saying we didn't play well though, by our standards. Jurgen Klopp said it was a good performance and I thought worthy of 3 points. We were lucky in at least 2, maybe 3 situations. Of course, the big chances when David De Gea made the save. There were a lot of good individual performances, even when the last few games for us were not perfect. We were clear and concentrated. I felt the referee should have given us a penalty, then maybe it was a red card with the Lukaku and Lovren situation. 2 situations, to be honest. With different outcomes producing maybe a different result. We need to be creative and brave in the situations like we are in. We don't score easy goals anymore, so the biggest challenge is not to lose confidence, and we haven't. And the way they performed today wasn't good, but the defence was perfect. Stopped them from getting in the goals, stopped them from getting shot on target. So it's a well-earned point, to be honest, away. A lot of Man United fans won't agree, but do put your comments in below. Right, on to the Bayern Munich report. Bayern Munich playing under the management of Jupp Heynckes, who has returned from his time at Bayern Munich. He's returned to Bayern Munich. He played, well, he didn't play for Bayern. He was, but yeah, Jupp Heynckes, so he's 72 years old, one of the oldest managers in the German league. Managing Bayern Munich again since 2013. He won the Champions League with us, he won the Cup and the German Bundesliga. It was the treble season, that one, 12 to 13. Okay, and it all started with a 5-0 win against Freiburg for Bayern. A good start, 2 points below Dortmund, who are leading. They play against Leipzig. I'm going to find out what the score is for that soon. Bayern Munich 5, Freiburg 0 was the full-time score at the Allianz Arena. Okay, first goal was an own goal from Schuster. Freiburg own goal in the 8th minute, so it wasn't a wasn't a particularly good start for them, was it? And then Kingsley Coleman in the 42nd minute to make it 2-0 half time, and of course 3-0 Thiago Alcantara 63 minutes in, and Lewandowski finished off the absolute rant, nearly did, in the 75th minute with a goal to make it 4-0. But it wasn't finished. It was 5-0, 93 minutes, Joshua Kimmich with the goal to make it 5-0 at full time. Comprehensive victory for them. Lewandowski obviously scores lots of good goals. He is actually the record. He's got his 9th Bundesliga goal this season. Ruben Nenkes' first game back in charge of winning champions. Bayern sacked Carlo Ancelotti because he was just awful, to be honest. Yes. Oh, right. Okay. Glimmer of hope is coming through. Dortmund are losing against Leipzig. Right, brilliant. 4 months after he guided them to the Bundesliga title, Carlo Ancelotti was sacked. An own goal from Julian Fuster put Bayern in front early. Kingsley Coleman headed in second. Alcantara, Lewandowski and Joshua Kimmich with the other 3 goals in the second half. The result leaves Bayern second 2 points leaders Dortmund, who are losing against Leipzig at home, minute 2-1. 2013 retired after leading the club to the Champions League, but returned. So he's basically given up his retirement to manage Bayern again. Alcantara's low 25-yard strike made it 3-0, and Lewandowski left unmarked in a penalty area, and there you go, makes it 4-0. Backheeling Coleman's low cross, Kingsley Coleman scored. Sorry, not Kimmich. 68 possession, 23 shots, 10 on target, 9 corners, 5 fouls for Bayern Munich. Well, it's okay. It's almost halfway, so I'm going to accept that. We're quite good with our shots on target. We play against Celtic, I believe. Yes, we do. Celtic this week. I think your Champions League is back. Also, Schalke won at Hertha. Mainz won. Frankfurt won. Hoffenheim drew. And obviously Dortmund losing, which is good. Wasn't a good game for Freiburg, to be honest. 6 shots, 2 on target. That's less than halfway for them, so they've obviously played crap these last few games. I'm going to find out what that means table-wise. Freiburg are now in a lot of danger. They're 3 points above the relegation zone, so the bottom 2. And on the same point as Hamburger, SV and Wolfsburg. And I think Bayern playing against Hamburg next week. But it was a good game. It was a good game from Bayern Munich. We played well. We needed to, otherwise we wouldn't have got to. We otherwise wouldn't have won that game. Probably would have lost. But I'm glad that we won, and that's that. So I said 3-0 for Bayern. I was once really wrong. I said 1-0 to Boro. That was wrong. I said 2-0 to Man United, and that was wrong. So I got all my predictions wrong. See if you did better than me. But anyways, that's it. I've been Dal Jonathan from Daz's Football Stand. Thanks for watching.